In today's video, you get to experience some of the Profe Kyle methodology while at the same time mastering the present perfect continuous. If you're excited to get started, then let's go! Hey, how are you doing? Fantastic? That's what I like to hear. What's my name? Profe Kyle. Exactly. And I have a very special video for you today. I'm going to be showing you a bit of the methodology that I use with my students in my self-learning courses and my group classes for Spanish speakers from Latin America. If you're looking for additional information about those, click on the link in the description below to go to my website and get some of that information. And from what I know, no other teacher in Latin America uses the technique I'm going to show you in today's video, whether they're gringo or they're Latino, which is unfortunate because my students love this technique. The main goal of this technique is to give you enough repetitions in order to master difficult vocabulary or grammar. Now, if you're a teacher from wherever in the world, of course, go ahead. You can adapt this technique to your circumstances. But please, if you decide to use this technique publicly in videos or in a course that you're selling online, don't be an asshole, don't be a douchebag, and say where you learned the technique from. I don't hide where I learned this technique from. I learned this technique from Blaine Ray, the founder and creator of the TPRS methodology, which many language teachers, good language teachers in the United States use with their students. And of course, he in turn was inspired by Stephen Krashen, the first person to describe the comprehensible input theory to the world. So I acknowledge where I found this from and where I developed it from. Obviously, I was inspired by these people and I adapted the technique to my students in Latin America. So if you decide to do the same, that's fine. Just don't be an asshole, please. And of course, if you're a student and you ask me, how many repetitions do you need to learn something complicated in another language? For example, the present perfect continuous. And remember, if you want a run through, a breakdown, a summary of the present perfect continuous, I released a video on my YouTube channel in Spanish here, which explains it. So if you're a Spanish speaker, go and check that out first if you want to know a little bit more about this verbal tense. But going back to repetitions, how many repetitions to master something complicated like the present perfect continuous? Most teachers which use the TPRS technique, they generally say that their students need between 40 and 70 repetitions of something difficult in order to master it and to use it more or less well in a real situation. So that's the goal of this video, is to give you between 40 to 70 repetitions of the present perfect continuous. Now, the sentence I'm going to be using for this technique and in today's video will be, I've been learning Spanish for 12 years. And the rules for you, my student, are simple. I'm going to be asking you a question based on this sentence, and your job is to answer the question using the information from the sentence. It's very easy. So for example, if I ask you, have I been learning English for 12 years? How are you going to respond? You're going to respond with, no, Profe, you haven't been learning English for 12 years. You've been learning Spanish for 12 years. And that will be 2 more repetitions. And in order to give you more repetitions and to show you a correct response, I'm going to answer my own question. And I will say, that's right. I haven't been learning English for 12 years. I've been learning Spanish for 12 years. So as you can see, we are working on not only the verb tense, we're also working on the different perspectives. First person, second person, and third person as well, as you'll experience in this video. And yeah, did you count how many repetitions I gave you? Well, in this instance, there were 5 repetitions. That's pretty good. So yeah, with 10 to 15 questions, I'm going to try to help you master the present perfect continuous. So, are you ready to go? Perfect. Let's get started with the first question. So, my dear student, have I been learning Spanish for 12 years? Yes, I've been learning Spanish for 12 years. Perfect. Now, how long have I been learning Spanish? Yeah, I've been learning Spanish for 12 years. Next, have I been learning to dance salsa for 12 years? No, I haven't been learning to dance salsa for 12 years. I've been learning Spanish for 12 years. Now, have you been learning Spanish for 12 years? No, you haven't been learning Spanish for 12 years. It's very likely you already know Spanish. I've been learning Spanish for 12 years. Who has been learning Spanish for 12 years? Me! I've been learning Spanish for 12 years. Exactly. And has The Rock or have I been learning Spanish for 12 years? No, The Rock hasn't been learning Spanish for 12 years. I've been learning Spanish for 12 years. Next, have I been learning or teaching Spanish for 12 years? Yeah, I haven't been teaching Spanish for 12 years. I'm not very comfortable teaching Spanish. It's not my first language, but I have been learning Spanish for 12 years. Next, I've been learning what for 12 years? I've been learning Spanish for 12 years. That's right. And have I been learning Spanish for 2 years? No, I haven't been learning Spanish for 2 years. I've been learning Spanish for 12 years. And I've been learning Spanish for how long? I've been learning Spanish for 12 years. Exactly. And the final question, have I been learning Spanish or Portuguese for 12 years? I've been learning Spanish for 12 years. Portuguese, on the other hand, I've been learning it for probably 3 years. And there you go. How was it? Easy? Hard? If it was a little hard, come back to this video in a week or a month to refresh your memory and to give yourself a few more repetitions. And if it was easy, well, give yourself a pat on the back. Great job, you made it through this video. And hopefully you enjoyed my technique. It's part of my Profe Kyle methodology for Latinos who are learning American English. Again, for more information, go to my website, profekyle.com. And is there another verb tense or Is there some sort of vocabulary which gives you problems and you want to practice it using this technique? Well, let me know what gives you problems down below in the comments. And who knows, I might make a video about it. And if you like the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on the bell icon if you want to receive notifications when I release new videos. And that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, my dear student.